guys, welcome to a brand new video. So you might not recognize the champion I'm playing actually, because we haven't seen her for like 6 months, maybe a year. I think actually, you know what, last year they kind of killed her halfway through the season, the beginning of the season, right? So it's probably been like 9 months since anyone really played Kalista properly, but she finally finally for the first time has gotten a buff. For a long time she's got her E changed so that now when you attack people and you use your E cooldown, it doesn't go, like, it still stacks your E in other people, so you can use it again soon after. The way it worked before was you would use your E when it was on cooldown. You couldn't apply any render stacks to anybody. Now you can apply them still, and then when it comes off cooldown, obviously you have a bunch of stacks to suddenly use it with. So it's actually a really big boost in power, and I think it's a big buff. We'll see, like, this is going to be the second day now after the changes. The first day people have been spamming Kalista a lot, and the general consensus is she's back to a good spot. We're going to have to find out. Fervor does work really well with her. You stack it up, it increases your rend damage by quite a bit, so in theory, actually, maybe one of the few champions where the new Fervor is actually better than the old Fervor, maybe. Not entirely sure. But anyway, we're going to try her out today. This isn't the most ideal lane ever, or game ever, to do this, just to point it out, because they have a Rengar top lane, a Kha'Zix jungle, they have a Lux, a Draven, and a Zyra. So all of this is actually really not very cool for me. Like, Rengar can ult in and just try and one-shot me, obviously, which is gonna kind of suck. Their bot lane is really strong. They're both running Thunderlords, which means they are gonna have a lot of burst damage, whereas we're more sustained damage, and until Zilean gets his ult, it's gonna be kind of difficult. Plus, Draven actually, in theory, should be a good lane versus Kalista, because I need some time to kill people, and obviously he just one-shots, right? Well, 3 shots or something. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. One of the other changes, actually, though, is if I use my E now and I kill that, I get the mana back for just the 1 minion now. It used to be you have to get 2 because they changed it and nerfed it. Now it's just a 1 again. But yeah, so she got these 2 kind of... That really hit me though. So she got these 2 kind of buffs. And as you guys know, Kalista used to be one of my best champions. Haven't played her in a long time though. Like, because she kind of was just bad for a long time. But she has gotten a lot better. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I missed my Q there. That would have been good if I could have hit that Q, because then I would have got 3 stacks and I would have been able to apply my rend and get a decent trade-ish off. So Draven's used his pot already. I don't really want to use it. But one of the things I have to remember is I'm not using Warlords. Normally, Warlords is actually pretty good on Kalista. I still think it's pretty good. I'm going to run double lifesteal in my build though, so Warlords is kind of overkill. And Fervor is just so good damage-wise with the rend. So it's one of those things where it actually would be really good, but it's just the alternative of Fervor is kind of too good to pass up a little bit. That's why I'm not taking Warlords more than anything. But yeah, Kalista is, remember, one of the best lane champions in the game. See how much damage we got there? Just gonna back off here because I know he has Thunderlords, remember. I'm gonna go for this, I think. I don't have my rend here, but I will in a second. There we go, nice. So that is pretty much, by the way, all. There we go. That is pretty much all the new change on Kalista. If I didn't have that there, then I wouldn't have been able to get that kill 110%, because my E wouldn't have been stacking while I had the cooldown. So that is like the only reason we won that trade, is literally because of the new changes to Kalista. That is why I'm saying it's such a big buff. I carried on trading you two. Well played. That's why I'm saying it's such a big buff, because I used my E cooldown to start with for the trade. Draven carries on, keep trading, keep stacking, and then finally I have those stacks ready to proc as soon as my E does come back off cooldown, right? Absolutely ridiculous change. And the funny thing is, Riot are always like, no, oh, fucking missed the cannon. Riot are always like, whoa, okay. I should not have done that and stayed a little bit longer. Draven, my bad. I did not think he was just going to flash on me there. That's my bad. I stayed way too long. Too busy talking. Whoops. Yeah, so, like, this is one of the weirdest things, is they don't want to buff Kalista too much. So what they always do is they only buff her a tiny bit, right? And if they do buff her at all, they don't like buffing Kalista. But now they give her this, which in my opinion is actually, like, kind of solves her laning phase trading. There was one counterplay to Kalista, right? When in the lane phase, because she's actually very strong in the lane phase. The one counterplay was when her E is off cooldown, you can trade because you can't stack a re-up, so it's like all of her damage gone, right? When she does have it, it's loads of damage. It's really hard to outplay, but when she doesn't have it, you can kill her. But now they've removed that, so I don't know. Kalista just seems really, really strong in the lane phase right now. And yeah, I don't know. It seems really weird. Like, obviously she still has some of the same problems where mid-game she's not as strong. She doesn't necessarily have that much, I don't know, burst. She's more of a sustained damage source, obviously. Why would you do that, Eve? Eve just used the blue trinket, so now they know that she's here, right? But we should be able to get this, I think. Yeah. Just gonna take this a bit slow because I don't obviously want to die to Draven, who is on my face right now. Evelyn's gone for the Zyra. I think she got him nice. That was a bit risky though. But you see how I'm kind of even able to duel a Draven. I didn't even use my Cutlass because I wasn't in range for that, but that's pretty ridiculous. Like, not many champions can do that. And I said at the start, this is probably a bad matchup. And I think actually it kind of is a bad matchup. Like, Draven should be able to burst me down before I can do anything. But this is kind of just showing, if you play the trade and you kite it a little bit, you still actually can keep up with him, which is ridiculous. That should not happen. That should not happen. Build wise, by the way, runes and masteries I'll put in the description, but the masteries we're running are Fervor, as I said before, at 1812, and you can just go for Warlords. Warlords will be fine. It's not that bad at all. The extra life steal's nice, and in really hard lanes I'd probably suggest it. But Fervor is just so much damage. You can see how much, if we're stacking this up. Oh, he's actually fighting in my minions here. But I don't have my... Oh, no. If I got that last one off, that would have been good. I didn't have my E there, so... Nice. Good job. Well played. Nice. Because he was fighting in our minions, I decided to fight that anyway. And I don't think that was that too bad, but I was a bit ambitious with that because I used my E cooldown to poke on the Zyra. If I... Yeah, it's okay. I messed up. If I had my... like, E is still a long cooldown when it's off. It's 11 seconds. So, in fact, I just used on you missed, nice. The fact I just used on Zyra for the poke and then turn to Draven for to try and kill him was a bit of a mistake there. But we actually still almost killed him, you know? Almost killed him. If I'd got auto into Q there, I was waiting for my auto attack and then you can kind of semi-cancel it with your Q. You don't hard reset it or anything, but you cancel the animation. Oh, it's unlucky. You can cancel the animation there, so that actually would have been pretty good. And now Zidian is 6 as well, so... we're 6 now, so I can save you. You can save me. It's actually a kind of cool lane because he will be able to save me and I'll be able to save him. So, like, if he keeps me alive with his ultimate, I'll keep him alive with mine. It's actually quite clever. I'm gonna use my W here to go to the red buff, and hopefully that will see the Kha'Zix a little bit. Really, what I want to do is fight like instantly. If we can fight right now, that would be perfect. They don't know that Zidian is here just yet. Okay, damn. If he can double bomb and we can fight, that would be so good. Because they're not level 6 yet. So we have the level advantage. It's a massive level advantage as well. But as soon as Zyra gets level 6, she just exhausts me, ults me, and I die. Which is going to really suck. So I'm going to try and make sure that we fight now if we're going to fight. Because really... Yeah. It's just not going to go well at 6, but it will go well now. Also as well, like, Draven can't even get close to get his Q stacking, which means he's only ever going to have one axe. There you go, he just lost it again, right? He's never going to have... Fuck. He's never going to have, like, more than one in a fight, which is perfect for us. It means he can't really trade ever. Oh, he just got 6 there. That's kind of bad timing. Remember as well, that's the best trade you can do on Kalista when you're playing her is you auto a minion and you get a stack in like this, and then you'd auto someone else and use your E. Whoa, really though? I have Zidian ult, so need to use that earlier. Okay. Well, so much for him I was like 10% health and he still hadn't ulted me, and that's when I pressed ult because I need to throw him in, otherwise I'm gonna die. But that was really dumb. We 100% win that if he plays that right. All he has to do is just ult me and we jump it, like, yeah, ult me on like 40% health. I throw him in, or I throw him in a bit earlier, I guess, either way. And then he does it and it's fine. But yeah, I guess that was really weird. Just a bit of miscommunication more than anything, I suppose, but who knows. I'm still confident that we'll win the fights anyway with this, so... Yeah, I knew that was coming. Nice, there we go. There we go, so that's better, that's better. Still a bit sloppy, honestly, but that's not... I guess in solo queue, this lane dynamic is really cool, right? But actually, because it's solo queue, it just never really works that way anyway. What the f is that? She just flashed on top of me. Why? Flash away! What the hell? GG, well played, open mid. Okay, well, sure. You bastard. 80 carry in 2017. They're gonna kill themselves. And we're gonna kill everybody. Eve's there as well, by the way. Yo, Cat, just go for... Okay. I mean, they probably could have gone for the Kha'Zix and saved this guy. They're all gonna die, but obviously they had to kill me first, right? You bastards. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. So, let's get this. Get a pot now. Good job. And let's go mid and get this farm, I guess. So anyway, the build, which I was going to talk about earlier, which I forgot about, is going to be Blade of the Ruined King into Runins into Bloodthirster, probably. You can also get Mercurial Scimitar third. You only want to get 2 lifesteal items, though. A mistake I see all the time is people get Bork, then they get Runins. Those 2 are core, in my opinion. You really do need both of them. And then you go Bloodthirster afterwards, and then they'll get Mercurial because they need the QSS active, and it's just more lifesteal, right? But that's basically just overkill. Like, there is zero point doing that, so I don't know. I don't recommend going that ham. Okay, maybe we can't. Let's go and try and take bot lane then. I'm going that ham. You also probably need a Last Whisper in there at some point, because remember, Last Whisper is going to be buffing your E damage. Yes, a lot of your autos are just like, you know, on hit and stuff like that, and like it's your rend, but you really do need it eventually. And a lot of people just don't get it. They don't think it's very worth it because they're not building crit and stuff like that. But actually, it is definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And this is a problem with thingy in general. Kalista is once my support disappears, now, for example, my attack speed is severely reduced. It actually reduces by quite a bit. Like, my attack speed is going to go back up when he's near me. So I actually really can't have him roam around. This is kind of why, for solo queue, one of the biggest problems actually is when a support decides to roam, my attack speed is pretty crap. And that's always been a problem with her. That's with the nerf that killed Kalista. Right now, she's got so much more damage, it doesn't matter as much. But, like, it is still significantly... Like, you can feel it. I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but... Let's see if he wanders away, if it's going to go back down again. It is a kind of high range, so when he's around like this, it's fine, but... Yeah. This is a bit of a weird game, though, because obviously someone's just gone AFK randomly, but... Oh! Come back out, come back out. Ult me, ult me, ult me, ult me, ult me! Thank you! Oh, the plant! The freaking plant! Just beating my face! Maybe I should have turned and gone on that, but that's pretty sick damage. Either way, that's pretty sick damage. I'm not too sad about that. Okay, once we get this, we'll be a lot better off though. This is actually more attack speed, and we get the on-hit damage. On-hit damage is really good synergy. Well, oh my god, what is going on? On-hit damage is really good synergy with Kalista because of the Runin, so you'll be doing that on-hit damage to like all 3 people that you hit. Plus the Fervor, obviously increasing the render stack damage, which is really good. So in general, it's probably the only one where you don't really want the crit. You can get crit because your Ruin Bolt still crit, right? But that'll be doing reduced damage, whereas on-hit damage won't be. So Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, right. Oh, I wanted to team fight with her though. Let's try and team fight a little bit. We're dying a lot, which is basically what Kalista, like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is just, I'm not that used to it. Maybe this is just AD carrying this thing, but you can see we actually have decent burst damage, which is one of my biggest complaints about Kalista always has been. You do have no burst, so why play her? Like, in this meta, she's not going to work anyway. But actually, with this new Fervor, it doesn't feel that bad, you know? It does not feel that bad. Like, that Kha'Zix, I know it wasn't just me killing him, but even just with one item, I'm able to kite him, which is good. Oh, she missed her. Oh, holy crap, really? So we're actually able to kite pretty well and chase people pretty well. I'm not going to go in for that anymore, though. So this is kind of why Kalista is really good anyway. And in theory, actually, maybe she is the answer to a lot of these people diving onto you, because it's easier to survive like that when someone's jumping onto your face and you just get a free kite like this. Surely that makes you harder to kill and in theory a bit more useful, right? Maybe actually she's going to become top tier just because of that. Just because of the kiting, she feels good now. Like damage wise, she feels really good. The fact that we could actually win 2v2 against a Zyra and a Draven is ridiculous. Like before this game, really though? Before this game, I was like, maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to record this because I'm just gonna get my ass spanked. Okay, I have flash, so. Oh, I need vision. Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. This actually feels so much better than normal. I'm not dying all the time. I know, like, Draven's not here, which is great, but this Kha'Zix is, like, decent items. And one of the biggest problems I have with AD is I get, like, dove on by someone who's weaker than me, less items than me, but I still die, right? I'm not actually dying. And it's a really weird thing to say. Maybe an AD is good because I'm not dead. But, but legit, like, I'm happy that I'm not dead. And maybe that actually makes she's a lot better because I'm not dying as much. I mean, obviously, I died in the lane phase a little bit. I had miscommunication with a seemingly very cool synergy, but actually, when you think about it, kind of difficult synergy maybe to pull off. So that kind of went a little bit wrong because it's solo queue, but apart from that, like, I'm not dying. I'm actually being able to kite, which is really cool. It's really cool. Okay, let's grab this though. We'll have to test this out a little bit more in a different game. Obviously one game is not enough. I've been watching a lot of Game Zone. She's been feeling really good, and like this happens a lot in the lane phase. Like she is actually very strong, I think. But I guess we'll just end this one out now because Draven decided to have a little pissy fit and go AFK. He's actually doing okay though. Like we were pretty even. I mean, I think we were stronger 2v2 when we played it correctly, but you know, we didn't play it correctly a lot. So there was definitely room for him to come back in anyway. Messed up quite a lot. And also remember as well, she actually just gets stronger with even more like with her runes. Like bulk and runes is actually your real core for kiting and for killing people like properly in a team fight. So the fact I don't even have those two items yet and we're still able to do quite a lot is really good. Plus remember Bork got buffed recently with the percentage health damage, so even that is going to be better off overall as well. But that's actually pretty surprising. Like I'm actually glad it worked. I don't know, we'll have to see. I guess we'll have to play again and see in a different game because team fighting is going to be a little bit different. Team fighting is going to be one of our biggest problems. Obviously Zillion, when he left me alone, you can see already. Thankfully he came back, but if he didn't, like it's hard to 1v1 the animated carry now with this kind of thing. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video. Let me know what you think of the new Kalista, if you've been playing her, how it's been working and stuff like that. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video.